Hey guys, Arm Wrestling Proxy here, and this video will just be showing my basic pronated focus training. I figured I'd include and show what I'm doing here. Just for a little bit of a note, what you see here is I'm doing a pronated back pressure wrap with a strap. This is for a pronated back pressure lift. I have it around the thumb and then I put it over the thumb. Most guys like to put it under the thumb on their wrist, but I'm not too savvy of that. I like to put it on my hand because it puts more stress on my pronator, makes the lift overall harder. And as you can see, I have it about the same height as my arm when it's practically vertical. And this is a right arm. And for this one, as you can see, my arm opens up a little bit, but my pronator stays. I try and keep my rise with that one. And then left arm here, I think my riser dumped a little bit. You can see my pronation gave. My left arm is a little bit weaker than my right, but overall pretty good. And right here is the second lift of the day. I try to do a maximum of 6 lifts like this in the day, maybe throughout, doesn't really matter. And I try to do 6 just because, 6 rounds in an arm wrestling match, depending on what type of super match you're doing. I like to mimic that, especially if I'm preparing for something like that. The right arm lift looked pretty good, and I believe my left arm here was actually really sloppy. I even had more, I guess, just dancing around. Yeah, as you can see, my riser almost completely dumped there. I was pretty disappointed with that lift. Here's the third one. And mind you, I took like maybe a minute, 2 minute. One of them I took like a 6-minute break. But I'll tell you what, these are close to like my max for the lift. As you can see, my riser dumped there. It's close to my max, so I'm kind of like getting really sloppy as each round continues. I think this one was probably the worst. We'll see. Yeah, just my arm opened up, riser dumped, pronation gave a little bit. And then the fourth one, I think I tried to really prioritize technique because I try and perfect my technique. I don't like doing sloppy lifts. Let's see here. Yeah, here my arm gave, my riser dumped a little, but my pronation stayed pretty good. The weight moved pretty well, so I felt pretty happy with that. Granted, it's my right arm. I believe my left arm wasn't as good. That one was a little better. The riser still gave, but I kept my arm a bit more vertical. And I believe this one's the 5th one. Yeah, I was tired here. I was pretty exhausted here. So, okay, wow, that one was actually better than the last one. I kept my arm vertical, my hand didn't dump as much. It's very much a lot of posting pressure in this lift. I try and move my elbow from the inner part of the pad to the outer part of the pad to sort of mimic trying to top roll in sort of an open top roll fashion. The left arm wasn't that bad, but still, there's definitely a strength gap between my left and my right. By the way, this is 55 pounds, so this isn't necessarily my max. I know I could probably do 5 pounds more, but for throughout the day, it's like 90% of my max, so it's pretty good. Yeah, I was pretty happy with that right arm one. That one felt really smooth. This is when I rested like 6 minutes, so I gave myself a little bit of a break because I wanted this last round to be very good. I don't know if it was the same for left. So left one, my riser stayed, my pronation still gave a little bit, and my arm opened up. And then here I'm showing like the under the thumb variant that I see a lot of guys do, like Michael Todd, even Devin Larratt. And you see me shaking my head there just because I disagree with doing this type of pronated back pressure lift, mainly because it takes a lot of the torque outside of the hand and it puts it on your wrist. Now, while I agree that you do pronate using your wrist a lot, doing it that low, I feel like just eliminates any sort of hand control that you might be trying to work. and so I think it's useless. Here I'm showing a variant that I do where I flip the strap and then I put my thumb through it, and this puts more pressure on the thumb. I actually like this better than the under the thumb. However, I still very much like the over the thumb variant the most. Here I'm showing my band work. I have the black one and the yellow one as a pronated side pressure, and it's again over the thumb, and here you can see me, I'm just warming up with them. And right here I'm putting a thin band to put some pressure on my cup, my riser, and then I let go, and as you can see, try and search to the side, regrip, search to the side, regrip, search to the side again. You see my face there, I'm pretty exhausted, mainly because of all those singles. And the same thing here with left arm, just warming up, same as usual. And here I have an extra smaller black strap, and it's putting more pressure on my pronation, just pulling me fully palm up. And you can see here I'm almost like reminiscent of a very stereotypical, almost Iraqi-like posting top roll. Really trying to perfect just that up pressure, that rising and that posting pressure. It's my main goal with these lifts. You can see a better point of it here. Again, still putting a lot of pressure on, a lot of importance on side pressure. I think side pressure is pretty important if you train it right, but also it's training my back pressure and my pronation. And that's pretty much it for these type of days. I hope you guys enjoyed the little video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.